What's up, everyone? It's Nick from the Commonwealth. Over the past few installments, we've been learning about historical events from our community members who experienced them. This time, we're exploring the value of capturing these stories by talking with Ira Nathan. Last summer, Ira was going through materials left from his father. He stumbled across an article from 1978 talking about Nathan's Lake. The lake was located just outside of Omaha, Nebraska, and has since dried up. However, it was named after one of Ira's ancestors.
It just seemed like an interesting place to go find. So I basically went on an adventure to just go locate the lake. And the first thing that I had was I had some pictures at a local historical society. These were donated by the author of this article. I found a fish survey. I can show it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And this was done by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And in their survey, they have a picture of, it's a map, and you can see on the map there's Nathan's Lake. So now I knew where it was at. So I took a road trip. I went with my son, and you can just imagine how excited I was. I finally get to go see this place. I've read about it. I got pictures. So I drove with my son on a Sunday afternoon, beautiful day, and we got within a mile of the lake, and there was a road closed sign. And that's because of all the flooding we had in the Missouri River last summer. So can you imagine my heartbreak? I got within a mile of seeing this place, and I can't do it.
The following day, Ira and his son are eating at a local restaurant when they make some valuable friends.
And I caught up with there was a policeman and his deputies. You can picture this. And I said, I just want a picture of this lake. So this deputy says, hey, come with me. And so we drove through the road closed signs, and I got to see my first view of Nathan's Lake.
Ira's ancestor bought land on the lake, named it after their family, and built a resort there right at the start of the 20th century.
Omaha in the early 1900s had very little recreational opportunities. So one thing that was very popular back then were picnics, fishing. They loved to dance.
Nathan's Lake served as a getaway for the Omaha community throughout the Roaring '20s.
It had a pavilion and a dining room. There was a drinking parlor, and there was obviously this dancing with orchestras.
Here's a picture of Ira's family hosting a family reunion at the lake in 1912. Ira has spent hours uncovering stories that happened at Nathan's Lake.
A couple stories that I thought were really interesting. One was there was a Catholic camp, youth camp, that was right next to a Jewish youth camp. There was St. Cecilia's Cathedral. So here's the 1920s, and we have two different religions. It's for your youth kids, and they're right next to each other. And he thought that was really cool.
Throughout all of his research, Ira has been unable to find why the lake's dried up. His best guess is droughts that Nebraska experienced in the 1940s. When talking about the value he's gotten from the project, Ira said,
it's just so important to share your history. A picture without a name is not a story. And so it's just really important for all of us to share our stories. I wished I would have talked to my father more about this because I could have learned more. But I was happy that I could research this, and I was very lucky to have pictures and have the time to really dig into this, because it certainly was a special place in the 1920s. And you can look at a picture and, hey, there's Uncle Sam, but you really don't know very much about Uncle Sam. And so I was just interested in learning more about them. And it almost, through this research, I was able to put their lives back together. So I got to see what it was like back in the 1920s as I talked to people. And So I think that was especially interesting.
Like most seniors across the country, Ira is in extreme isolation due to COVID-19. If you would like to send him a note, please leave a message in the comments section. We'll compile a list and send them all over to Ira. He is also hosting a virtual presentation about the history of Nathan's Lake. If you're interested, you can email me at nick@thecommonwealthmedia.com and I will connect you with Ira. Give this video a thumbs up and tap subscribe to support our channel. We would love it if you shared this video with your friends and family. We're releasing episodes every Thursday, so stay tuned for next week's senior story.